If you feel like no matter what diet you try, no matter what food you eat, it's not working for you, this video is for you. My name is Riley and I help people become superhuman by installing the superhuman operating system into their life from an inside-out approach, getting to the root cause, to their internal system, that inner machinery, that engine that drives them, just way more effortless, and you can just feel better, you can act better, and you get the results you want in your life faster. And here we're going to be talking about diet because it has become a religious cult with all these arguments online. People don't know what is the best diet. And here's the answer. There is no one best diet. In fact, the diet is the one that is best for you. Now, this is so cliche and you've probably heard it everywhere and all the time before, but let me tell you this from my experience of doing this with clients and testing clients with lab testing and seeing inflammation go down in them and removing gut parasites and seeing food sensitivities and what people are allergic to. Everybody is so different in terms of their biology and their genetic profile, and something that I call your superhuman blueprint. Now, your superhuman blueprint is different than your dad's, than your friends, than your teacher, than your acquaintances, than your colleague. Everybody has their own individual blueprint. So don't let anybody tell you that this diet is better than the other diet. All diets are good, but something I call is a superhuman buffet is you can pick the best of each one once you know what works best for you. Now, there's two ways to figure out what the best diet is for you. The first one is you eat a food, see how you feel, you track it, and you journal it, and you test again, and you make a hypothesis like a scientist, and you test again, and you see how you feel. And over time, that's gonna make you feel a lot better because you're removing what you don't feel good with, and then you're introducing foods that you do feel good with. And eventually you'll just know what are the best foods for you. The other way to do that, though, is with lab testing. And if that's something that you're potentially interested in, you can schedule a call with my team or I, and we can help you with all that. Or if you want to do it for free, figure out all the essentials, you can check out the free Superhuman Playbook down below as well. But here's the thing with food is what I have found is it's the food or the groups of food that is going to lower inflammation the most. Now, here's the thing. All the foods that we eat are going to cause some chemical reaction inside our body. Now, that chemical reaction is either going to make you feel good and build your body up, or it's going to make you feel bad and break your body down. Now, breaking down would be causing inflammation. Think of your body as like a computer with RAM, where a lot of bandwidth in your computer is being taken by a lot of these viruses or programs that are open, and it just to keep them running. Now, your body is the same way, where if you eat bad foods and it causes inflammation, well, now your immune system, which is located in your gastrointestinal system, about 70% of your immune system is located there. If it's constantly putting out these fires from the foods that you're eating that you're sensitive to, which, for example, is not only gluten, it's not just hot dogs, hamburgers, French fries, cheeseburgers, all that stuff is obvious. But with a lot of people we work with at Superhuman, they're eating all the healthy foods. They're doing all the right things, but sometimes they have a sensitivity to a tomato, to a potato, to zucchini, to fish, to grains, and it just makes them feel like crap, even though their nutritionist or personal trainer or some influencer they saw online said it was going to work so well for them. And actually, when we do lab testing on them, we see it's actually breaking their body down. It's making them feel more tired. It's making them have less recovery. It's making them more stressed because their stress bucket is so overloaded. Their RAM in their body is at 100% bandwidth, and it just, our capacity, it doesn't have any more bandwidth to be able to, fight any stress that we just deal with on a day-to-day basis. And so what you want to do is only introduce foods that build your body up, that don't create any sensitivities in your body, that don't cause inflammation for your body to unnecessarily have to fight off. And when you do so, your body's not going to get in its own way, and it has its own healing mechanism when you don't get in its own way. So what you want to do is focus on the foods that don't cause these internal fires in your body, and that is the first step to just start feeling way better. Because then as a result, like I said, your bandwidth is just going to go to 100% when your body is able to naturally heal itself, reduce inflammation, and start healing your gut lining, something known as leaky gut, which we'll get into in another video. And this is just part one. There's other parts where you potentially could have a gut parasite, a pathogen, worms, H. pylori, and all these things can rob the nutrients from the healthy foods that you're eating, by the way. And so your body can't properly absorb it and use it for fuel for your hormones, for your brain neurotransmitters, and everything that you need to focus at 10 out of 10 superhuman capacity. Now, what is the actual diet to follow? I don't personally like diets because I find diets are very strict. And when it's very strict, it's not fun. And when it's not fun, people just don't stick to it. It should feel easy. It should feel effortless because part of the superhuman code is people just have busy lives. And if you have a busy life, you want it to naturally be an operating system that you can install that fits into your current lifestyle. And so where I like to focus instead is templates instead of diets. So instead of 3 cups of this, 3 teaspoons of this, focus on 4 different food groups with every meal. 1 protein, 1 fat, 1 carb, and 1 seasoning. And focus first on food quality. After food quality, we can focus on what kind of food it is you might have a sensitivity to. And then after that, we can get into, well, how much food should we eat throughout the day? Is the goal fat loss? Is the goal to build muscle? Is the goal something known as a recomposition where we gain muscle and we lose fat at the same time? And we have to follow a cyclical type of food intake in order to get to our goals in the best way possible. And what I have found is for each of the food groups, especially with the proteins, we want to stick to high quality foods, stuff that is grass fed, doesn't have GMOs contained inside of it. It's for the fruits and the vegetables, carbohydrates, we want to focus a lot on something known as the clean 15, which you don't necessarily have to buy organic, or dirty dozen, which you definitely want to buy organic because this is where more pesticides are typically sprayed on it. If you want to learn more about this, there's so much to say on this video, but check out the free Superhuman Playbook down below. And I just break all of this stuff down so it's easier for you to understand. Now, if you are also interested in the fasting component, you have to be very careful because if your body is in a very stressed out state, something known as a catabolic state, it can actually, the fasting can actually create more stress on the body because it is a temporary stress on the body. And so if you're somebody who's stressed out, you're burnt out all the time, your sleep is not good, I would probably say fasting is not the best thing for you. And in fact, if that's the case, you probably don't want to be fasting at all. And you definitely need to eat 30 grams of protein within the first 30 minutes of waking up. And that could be anything, a protein shake, it could be leftovers from the day prior, it might be breakfast, like a breakfast sausage, organic, or it might be free range eggs, or it might be bacon, like anything at all. We really need that protein first thing in the morning. Now, if you are somebody that doesn't feel completely burnt out, I usually suggest fasting on weekends because on weekends, you probably don't have a whole lot going on, or pick those days where you don't have a lot going on. You can do that temporary fast for the first 5 hours after you wake up. That's where I like to do the intermittent fasting. And then you can have 2 more meals throughout the day for lunch and for dinner. Have more carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, white rice, maybe regular potatoes, spaghetti squash, more towards dinner time. It's something known as carb backloading. And then you have on your more stressful days that you're working, let's say Monday to Friday, that's where you can have more of the protein because you need those raw building blocks for your hormones to work, for your brain neurotransmitters to work. So everything, it feels like your brain is on and everything is just working as it should. And if you are fasting and you don't feel good, well, that's probably a sign that fasting might not be for you. Yes, there is an adaptation phase that we need. After we fast for about 2 to 3 weeks, sure. But for most people, fasting, if they feel tired, is probably not for them right now. First, we have to focus on healing the body, healing the hormones, healing all the systems. So the superhuman orchestra that we talk about, all these individual systems in our body, there's harmony between all of them. They each are 10 out of 10 by themselves, and they don't create unnecessary pressure on the other systems for them to compensate to try and bring this one back up online. We want to bring back order, bring back the harmony to everything. And this all starts by eating the right foods. And when you start eating the right foods, your bandwidth increases in your body, in your side of your body. You naturally have more energy now. You don't need to drink as much coffee. Everything just gets better. So focus on those foods specifically for you that lower that inflammation, whether you want to do it subjectively by tracking yourself, which you can find in the Superhuman Playbook, or if you would like to get testing on it, in which case you can book a call with me or my team. There is a way for you. So I hope that was helpful. Can't wait to see you in the next video, and stay superhuman.